and good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm already like, yeah, Jules, you're gonna like click the clicker every time I make a mistake.
Every time you mess up.
It's like he's training me. Like Jules is gonna be training me with this clicker because I'm gonna say a lot of messed up things today. Because this is Sunday. It's not evening. It's afternoon, and well, at least where we are. We don't care about you guys.
It's 3 a.m. in some places.
Yeah. I mean,
we'll get to that.
Yeah, the good thing about it is like all our guests and hosts and everyone is on the East Coast, which is fine. So for lack of better phrasing, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the show. My name is Dennis G.
And I'm Rob Fox.
Rob Fox.
And this is a State of Robs.
State of Robs on the State of Robs on Night Ride.
Rob Ride FM.
Rob Ride FM. Thank you.
Of course. Tonight we have our guests all the way from the far reaches of Maryland. The artist known as Megatronics.
Yes. Welcome, Rob and Rob. Welcome. Power Rob and Dark Rob. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Now, I feel like we discussed briefly before the show, we have yet to have the Megatronics on proper. Is that true? Or I forget how that panned out. I cannot remember if we had you guys on together before.
According to our guest history, it was back in November 2020 that we did have Megatronics Thrill Killer.
Okay. So maybe it was more Thrill Killer than Megatronics.
Yeah, it could have been more Thrill Killer leaning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was way back.
Yeah.
But welcome. We are so happy to have you guys on the show.
So
thanks for having us.
I hear you guys are going to be performing somewhere soon.
Yeah, some place in the desert. I've heard of it. I think I should go.
I know, we should probably talk about it one of these days, but, just some place in the desert that we're all going to be going to in a couple days.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
I hear it's pretty rad. It's pretty cool. Actually, some of the listeners are actually headed to Neotropolis right now, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah, you know what? We got to remind everyone that we are live.
Yes.
We hijacked the station, and we do our little show, and we're going to talk to Megatronics. So if you are tuned in on the YouTubes, or the Night Ride FM chat, the IRC chat, pop in and say hi, because we like shouting out names.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we should get started.
We should. Let's shout out some names.
Storm's on the road. She's in Arkansas.
Arkansas? Arkansas?
Yeah. Arkansas.
Got quite the drive ahead of her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's
a
awesome.
Storm.
That's a lot of driving. Like, I can't even, what is it, like 2.5 days or something to drive? Well, Storm can... Storm, do not IRC and drive. Make sure you're pulled to the side of the road.
Don't pull a Craig Packman.
Yeah, like Craig Paxton's driving trucks and like IRCing from Lord knows where in Australia, like
in the wasteland.
Driving through the wasteland, and I always feel like Craig Packman's like driving through, like I just think of like Mad Max. And like these big, long, dusty roads. So, yeah, be careful. He
drives one of those trucks with like 18 trailers on the end.
Oh, that's awesome. I like those things because they're like big. They have so many wheels on those trucks.
They're like, it's like a train on the road.
It's kind of like the cool thing about trucks that size is like you could have like 3 flat tires and like the rest of the tires would be like,
you wouldn't notice.
Sucks for you, and they just keep on cranking down the road. Like that's pretty badass. So, quick shout out to the Mr. Craig Packman, who's always
it's 3 a.m. for him. So
oh my God,
he woke up just to tune in.
We gotta send Craig a shiny sticker or a T-shirt or something like that.
Yeah.
We're gonna send you an official the State of Synth T-shirt. Just make sure you never wash it, apparently, because
it's also Mrs. Packle's birthday today, or for him yesterday.
Well,
so it's funny you say 3 a.m. because I'm gonna now tie this back into a Rob thing.
Nice.
3 a.m. is done by a band called Matchbox 20 that originates from Maryland, and the singer's name is Rob.
That's one of my favorite songs. I love that song so much.
Shout out to anybody named Rob.
Yeah. Yes. And
by the way, we got to continue with these shout outs. We got Shadow in the chat as well, keeping an eye on Storm. So yeah, thank you. Scary Guys in the chat. Infamy is in the chat. We'll see him,
Hey.
I guess, Wednesday. Lionheart is in the chat, and Alcor, and of course Black Forest, Big Arrow,
Nice.
and Nurse Rob. Is that one of the Robs that we're talking to? Because I know there's Robbie Whiplash and there's Power Rob. Who's Nurse Rob? I don't know.
I don't know. That
Bookwife-
could be maybe a new member. We can
Yeah, another Rob.
see if they're busy. We can bring them on. Bring them aboard. The
Yeah.
more Robs, the merrier. That's what I'm trying to say. All the Robs, all day, every day.
Bookwife is in the house, and over in the YouTubes we got Trio 226. So yes, thank you for tuning in, everyone.
so much.
Oh, Fluke just joined.
Fluke, welcome, Fluke, to the show. Thanks for tuning in.
Infamy's dropping the ball already. I'm watching, and he quit and he came back. Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, he's
IRC's playing ping pong with him.
It does sometimes, so we'll have to.
But if you're on your mobile phone, anytime you navigate away, like if you switch apps or something, IRC just says go.
Yeah,
focus yourself.
I mean, IRC is like one of them things that, like, what was that, developed in like the 70s or something like that. It hasn't really caught up with the times of mobile phones, which is good. I guess you can't be more retro than the communication platform we use. But yeah, the modern devices, they don't work as well with
And
IRC.
I'm messaging Karn right now. She's busy getting all her bartering stuff.
Oh my God, yeah,
dude.
barter. I hope
And I
every-
realized I have nothing to barter with, and then I asked her, maybe I should just bring ketchup potato chips from Canada.
You know what? That
And apparently there's a rule against bartering foods. So-
What?
Yo, I will give you all the creds for that. I need dressed chips.
We're gonna do a side barter for that because I can
All right,
definitely go for some of those potato chips.
After the show, I'm heading across the street and stocking up on the ketchup potato chips.
I'm more excited about the what did I call them? The coffee crisps.
Oh yeah, those two. Thank you for reminding me.
I have them on the list. We have a packing list because Jules and I are going to go together because we're like constantly like, we're like, I feel like we're joined at the hip sometimes, which is a good thing. But yeah, I make sure I have like a list of things to bring to Neotropolis. It's like 58 lines long, and I made a list for Jules. It's got one thing, and it was like coffee crisp.
Coffee
And
crisp.
That's all I care about because that stuff's amazing. Is there coffee in that? I don't even know.
No.
Why did
it's
it call it coffee crisp?
Because it tastes like coffee and chocolate.
But how does it taste like coffee without coffee?
It's, the magic of chemistry.
I guess so.
But I think we should play a song and then
Oh,
put the spotlight on Megatronics.
yes, very exciting. Yeah, what do we have lined up here, Mr. Jules?
Well, Seattle artist Wolftron. He's been hard at work dropping new music this year, and I almost missed this album with all the shenanigans that have been going on lately.
Yeah, it's been a
But
lot.
I'm so glad I managed to check it out. From the first track to the last, I swear to God, this album goes hard. He just, Wolftron just gets better and better, like with each full moon that passes. So today we go hard.
Tonight, yesterday.
Click, click.
Click, click.
From the album Beauty in the Darkness, this is Wolftron with Awaken right here on Night Ride FM.
And that was, I don't know why I'm counting things. I count off so this is a little backstage thing. We do, like movie things. We go 5, 4, 3, 2. Like that's always the joke. You say, you don't never say 1 when you're counting things off. And I just did the same thing, but like I counted in reverse. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I quickly noticed that made no sense. So yes, again, where's the clicker? Do we have that handy? Thank you very much. So that was Wolftron with Awaken, and very great tune.
Yeah, dude.
Banger.
From the album Beauty in the Darkness. I just popped the link in the chats.
Yes, and I love how everyone in the IRC is slowly becoming the word Rob. So we have Nurse Rob, Infamous Rob. This is gonna be.
I don't get Craig. Rubbertoe.
Rubbertoe. Yeah.
It should be Roberto.
Roberto. Yeah. Ooh, I like that name. Roberto. Robert.
Yes. Speaking of,
yes,
it's time for our interview with Megatronics.
It is time. So what I want to know is, did everyone? First of all, I just need to know: did everybody see the Michael Jackson movie? Raise your hand.
It's silence.
Not yet.
What?
Baltimore is impossible to go to in our area. We have like the worst audiences possible. Basically, you're going to listen to a bunch of idiots like do stand up in the seats. There's just no way you can pay attention to a movie in Baltimore. Either that or they're filming. It's the worst in this area.
Are you waiting for it to come out on like streaming, I guess?
Yeah, when I pay for a ticket, I prefer to watch the movie I come to see. Baltimore, unfortunately, you can't do it. It's just, you get in there, everyone thinks they're, the funniest guy in the room, or they need to make sure they're clout chasing by filming everything loudly, or they leave their phones on. I've never seen it this badly. I love this place called the Alamo Steakhouse. I think it's Texas. I love that place. Basically, if you make noise, they will kick you out, which is like, I would pay constantly just to go there, just so I could watch the movie and enjoy it.
So wait,
I can't do it here.
It's called the Alamo Steakhouse, but it's in Maryland? I'm confused.
No, it's in Texas.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
There is a movie chain around here, in Virginia, that's the Alamo Draft House.
Oh,
Draft House. That's what it was. Draft House. Yeah. Those guys, and it's just their commercials are really about like you just shut up, or it's like shut the F up during the movies.
Right.
And it's like around here. I would love to see it. It's why. The last one I saw was No Way Home, but that was that was distracting. Like people have to give commentary, like hey, look, that's Spider-Man. Like we all don't know who Peter Parker is.
Okay.
Like it's the most pointless stuff, and it's constant. So I'd love to see it.
Wait, Peter Parker is Spider-Man?
Oh yeah. It's the most basic stuff, like trying to impress people. Like when I went to see Dark Knight, I always remember I was watching the movie and some bozo in front of me turns to his friend loudly, "Hey, Harvey Dent's Two-Face. Oh, gee willikers, someone watched the animated series. Now I have to have that on blast in front of me."
That's
always. It's constantly.
I did not know that, but let me just say, I want to say for anybody that is thinking about going to see the Michael movie, it was awesome. I loved every second of it. Like it was like one of the movies where you don't know how it's going to go, because like I feel like when you're having like those, is that called a biopic, when they're like basically going through? So when you're having a biopic like that, like it's really up to like the interpreter and the director to like, you can really make their story go like any which way, but they really personified like him, and I feel like they put a lot of the stuff in. I don't want to, go too crazy into spoiler territory, but they put a lot of the stuff in.
I know what happens to Michael Jackson. You don't.
Well, and the best part about it is the ending. They didn't cover his whole life, so there might be a part 2. They got to the part that gave you a good feeling at the end of the movie. And you know what? On a Sunday, going to Neotropolis in a couple of days, like I wanted to have that good feeling before I get on a plane and go off, and I had that good feeling. So I am in good feeling mood because I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I would recommend it to anybody that wants to go see it. And not only that, they had his nephew. It was actually Michael Jackson's nephew play him. I had no idea that was him.
Yeah, the audience scores are very high, so it's very promising.
Fantastic.
Another very promising sign is right now I think it's like about 33% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is usually a good thing. Usually movies that have such that kind of a low critic score end up actually being awesome. I'd be more nervous if it was 90 something.
Right.
To make a Last Jedi.
I hate movies that the critics love.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I mean, don't forget, Last Jedi is what, like 91, 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. So
I think so.
at this point, it's probably going to be a banger if it's 30-some%.
Yes.
By the
Probably.
way, I got to do a shout out to
I hope
Kurt.
so.
Kurt, who joined us in the IRC, as well as Nightify,
Hey, welcome.
and Rob Stina.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, what the- yeah.
I again with the Robs. If everyone can just change your name to Rob, we would have so much of an easier time telling
Like
who's who.
slash Nick, and then your new name, and
Yeah,
hit enter.
just a little IRC. You just type /Nick and then your new name. You got to put a space, so /Nick and then your space and then your name, and then you can become a Rob too. Speaking to the Robs, we should probably talk
speaking of
about
superstars.
the Robs of Megatronics. That makes up Megatronics.
We are airing today at 3 p.m. because you guys have to practice, don't you?
Yeah, we got I guess we call it a full dress rehearsal we're doing today. We got the Megatronics set first. We're gonna have a Power Rob set after that. We might have one of the people involved in Power Rob joining us for something on the Saturday night show. So we're just gonna run everything today at 6 p.m. EST, and this is the last hurrah. So we're looking forward to it. We're gonna do a bit of tech stuff. Just kind of condense everything into one unit. All the gear has totally overhauled from the last few Neos. Major upgrades. And we're just going to make sure all the bells and whistles are running right today.
All right, so
it just so happens that Rob and I have the best, probably, practice commute of all time. He's 2 streets over from me.
I love
Same
that. I was just going to say, now, Power Rob, everyone knows that you do the vocals, but now, I can't remember. Dark, we call you Dark Rob for lack of a bit. Now, do you go by Dark Rob, or is that a
Robbie Whiplash.
Robbie Whiplash? Yeah, of course. But it's always, I feel like it's Dark, or is Dark Rob part of a different project?
No, so Robbie Whiplash is my name professionally across the board.
Oh,
Whiplash. But like you said, for the sake of the double Robs, Dark Rob and Power Rob is how it started.
I've always known you as
Officially.
Dark Rob.
Yeah.
Is that Jules though? Was that Jules that made up that name, or?
No, it was Dark Rob at the beginning.
We were using it for some
we
time.
came in like that. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm just making sure because I get just with all the Robs I get confused sometimes. I just want to make sure that I'm giving you the proper.
I'm Dark Rob and Power Rob's Power Rob, and it's Dark Rob, Robbie Whiplash, and then it's Power Rob, Rob's name. So
Right,
That's a lot.
it's
So
easy. Everyone should know that. I mean,
Our Dark Rob.
honestly, like lately, a lot more people, instead of being like, "Hey Rob" or "Hey Rob," which was the whole point of having Dark and Power, so we know who you're talking to.
Right.
People are, they're calling me Robbie by my actual name, so it's 50-50.
Yeah, that's when it gets confusing, I guess. But we're gonna plow through. We're gonna get there. So Robbie Whiplash is that's your stage name that you would be billed under Megatronics.
Or Dark Rob.
I
mean, yeah, it's whatever. For me, it's on paper. It says Dark Rob and then my name, just like it says Power Rob and then his name.
Okay, I'm confused again. So now, as far as I know we have Power Rob with the vocals. Do you do guitar or bass or production? I forget what. Because I
do all of it.
You guys have different projects too, so I know. We had Thrill Killer. I think we had Thrill Killer on before. So you do the programming. What do you do when you go out on stage? So when you go out,
He's fucking metalhead, man.
when you're at well, you can only do one thing when you're on stage. You can't do you're not going to be coming out. The guys that go out in the streets,
Whiplash because of the headbanging.
they play the trumpet and they have a bass guitar and they have a tambourine on their feet.
Yeah.
Like he's not going to be doing that.
Megatronics, the ska band.
Right? No, it's not going to be all that. So when you go out to Neotropolis, what are you going to be standing behind? A guitar, a bass?
For Megatronics, to touch on what you said a second ago, as far as the music recording process, I'm all of it. Live, I'm guitar.
Okay, there you go, badass.
Sometimes bass, depending on if we do a specific cover that I really like playing the bass line for, and then we'll have like a guest guitar player. But 99% of the time, it's guitar.
Nice.
If it's a cover, a lot of the covers, we have a guest guitar player come in to do those.
Oh, that's cool.
Speaking of, I know you guys hinted that there's going to be some special stuff going on at on Kepler 609C.
Yeah, a little,
right? Like a little. There's going to be a little mixing and matching.
Special
Is that
treat.
Yeah. Yeah, we work with the current live guitar player of Power Rob is a guy named Nick Loper. He'll be coming over today to run the Power Rob set, but there's a strong probability he'll be joining us for maybe a song or two for the Megatronics set. But fantastic guitar player. He's also a professional sound engineer, so he's really helped out with leveling up our in-ear monitor system, and I know he's definitely leveled up the Power Up set a lot. But yeah, I think basically at this point, if we end up gigging together and we do like A Blood Red Skies or Shot in the Dark or something, and we need someone who can really shred on those songs, we should have him up. So we'll be running some of that stuff with him today.
So I guess if he goes, it'll be his first time at Neotropolis.
Yeah, it'll be his first time out there. He's very excited. He's been really making sure the set is technically, or at least our set, the Power Up set, really tight. He's also been helping out with some pointers for the Megatronics set, and he's also letting us work with his really high-end IEM system. We've been overhauling our own system in the past probably few months or so, but for this one, he's got this very high-end system. It's like for arenas, and we're gonna be flying out with that. So we'll be able to hear our own parts, vocals, the mix, and all that in ways we've never been able to hear it before. So it's going to be wholly level.
Can you?
He's essentially bringing I think he's essentially bringing a rack-mounted X32. It's like yeah.
That sounds like serious business.
So I'm thinking instant messaging and
I'm thinking of like AOL chat.
So IEMs or in-ear monitor systems are basically, if you ever watch like a professional artist, they have those little earbuds and whatnot. It just basically allows us to hear ourselves. This is extremely important for live singing, especially for endurance purposes. Right? Well, one of the main reasons the one uses the IEM system, at least from what I've been using it for over the years, was when you're on stage, you really can't anticipate the intensity of the monitors. Like a lot of times you can't hear yourself, sometimes hear yourself too much. So basically, if you spend your time on stage kind of messing with your intensity, either singing too hard because you aren't hearing yourself enough, or holding back because you hear yourself too much, you're going to wear your vocal cords out very quickly. So one of the keys for a lot of endurance these days is IEMs. Like you just program the levels the exact way you want. You get a direct feed from your microphone, so if there's like a full band playing, I could whisper and still hear myself. You can compress the audio, so certain loud notes aren't going to overload your ears and stuff. But there's a lot that gets into it. There's different kinds of buds. For instance, I was experimenting with different ones for something called the occlusion effect. So you might notice every time if you like cover your ears, right, you can hear yourself super loud. Well, that's occlusion. So for singing, for instance, if you go for like a really big high note and you have something blocking your ears, you'll actually kind of overload your own ears. So I had to get these buds for my system that have built-in vents to prevent that issue. But there's a lot of kind of tinkering you can do to give yourself the most comfortable experience on stage, not just again for musicians to hear yourself very well, or also in my instance to be able to hear myself so I'm not exerting myself too much on stage or under exerting myself. So yeah, it's one of the big secrets to endurance.
That's a lot of
vents
science.
in your ears. I just pictured like steam coming out of your ears on stage.
Yeah, like Majin Buu. Yeah.
I caught some of that, but I'm gonna just distill that down to high tech is going to be available and forthcoming and present. High tech presence at the Megatronics set. Lots of like crazy stuff that smoke, lasers. Are you gonna have lasers this year?
Have you seen a get up? We'll get into the get up, especially Power Rob's get up. But first of all, I want to do a shout out to Vosto.
Hey, Mr.
Join us
Vosto,
Romania, and Cookie Rob and Streety, who I believe is Mr. Feetsteamer.
What? I know that guy. Fantastic.
Yeah, that's supposed to be Street Rob.
Street Rob. Yeah. I love the fact that all of our friends, all our Neo friends, are tuning in, and that's just wonderful. I am so pumped up to see all the performances and just get my feet dirty with this entire experience. I got my bags packed. I'm so ready to go. I can't wait to see because your set was killer last year. Now you spelled out a lot of things that are going to be new and fun and just a little taste of what you guys are going to be bringing to the table. But obviously you guys are ready to go. You've been practicing and you have some more practicing. As far as the performance, let's say we've never seen Megatronics on stage. Let's say, like, forget the new stuff, forget the, we got lasers and in-ears, and like, what is it that we can expect? Let's say we never saw Megatronics perform before. Like, what would you say if you were to just distill it down to like the essence of the Megatronics that people will expect to see when they go out to see you guys perform?
The big THX synthesizer sound at the beginning of a movie?
Oh,
condense that into a fist and punch it into somebody's ear. That's what we are.
Yes. That.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's
enough said. Yeah, I think that kind of nails it a little bit.
Yeah, it's one different way to put it. So with the Megatronics stuff too, with I guess our backgrounds, we come from live power metal, heavy metal, just kind of the old school approach of just doing everything live as accurately as we can, playing over and over and over. And I think a lot of that kind of old school approach does show up in a lot of Megatronics stuff. I know that all the guitar parts that Robbie plays, they're all live. My vocals, they're gonna have zero auto tune, zero down tuning. As close to the album as physically possible, and if we can't, then it's back to the drawing board until we can. And so with Megatronics, you're going to get at least from what we're doing on stage, of that as authentic as possible live experience. Which I think that moving forward with the kind of the track of the way this industry is moving, I think that's going to be a little more unique in the next few years. So for us, it's a lot of authenticity. Every note's composed, everything's built with intent. And also a lot of theatricality. So this is some good way to explain it.
That's what I like to see, because you guys you're a very theatric group, and I would say
I was giggling my head off every time when you're walking around Neotropolis last year and you saw this like cyber ninja walking around.
Yeah.
Mr. Whiplash, like
that was I gotta say, Robbie Whiplash was like, I don't know what it was, but like your
sword.
The sword and like the whole presence, and it was just like I feel like you belong at Neotropolis.
And now, from what I've seen, Mr. Power Rob, you've got your own sword, plus more.
Yeah, we got a pretty fancy one. It's a vapor katana, so we're very excited to bring that out. We're gonna be testing that today.
So wait, can you can you smoke it at the same time?
It built into the blade is a small fog machine, so the entire blade smokes when you pull it out.
That's amazing.
And it has LEDs.
That's amazing.
My whole fit actually, like, I guess kind of has a theme, because there's supposed to be like backstory when you have your character or whatever,
right?
Mm-hmm. And like, I didn't feel like, I'm not one of those people that are like, I'm gonna make up a whole new name. I hate trying to establish a brand new identity,
right?
So I'm just Robbie, but then I had to tie that into a Neotropolis kind of character, maybe. So I came up with, I'm a radically optimized bio-boosted intelligence engine.
Fantastic.
That's Robbie as an acronym.
With swords. With
swords and pistols. And somewhere I accidentally gave my character a backstory very similar to RoboCop.
Nice. Because, like, as you do. I mean,
my guy was, he was just like a worker that was blown up in that one factory attack like 2 or 3 years ago. And some tech company found my body and turned me into a cyborg, and I don't remember anything, so now I'm out to like find the people that turned me into said robot.
Nice. That's it. That's like I feel like
Robbie Cyberlash.
I gotta work on my backstory. I have no idea.
But then again, I've never told anybody that. That's in my own brain. Like, nobody's ever actually asked me, so what's your character story?
I'll just print out a paragraph and stick it on your back.
Hand out Post-it notes.
There you go. You know what? Oh, somebody at Neotropolis is doing this. They have, it's like Neo cards. So they're like little Post-it cards you would pass out to different people. We got to really get on board with like everybody, and we got to get on board with like a company that can make like Pokemon cards, but make it about each individual, and it could have like you could have your picture on the
we
front.
could do in like what they do in Japan, where you bow to each other and exchange cards.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And then on it, it'll have a paragraph, and it will say all the things that you just said, Rob. It'll say like all those things, and like you can just hand them the card, and you don't have to have anything on your back. You don't have to, no expository.
Yeah, but what if it turns into
dialogue.
the American Psycho business card bit?
Right?
We got to get on board with. If anybody does that for a living, does card manufacturing or anything like that,
Yeah.
hit us
You've
up.
got 2 days. It's easy.
We can get this done in 28 hours. I'm telling you, we can print them out, get everyone on board, and then we're going to be passing out these cards at Neotropolis. Get in on the deal, get in early, and it's going to be exciting.
Now,
Yeah, man. So Neotropolis is like our Super Bowl, and
It is.
every time we go, the hospitality is. It's like it's weird, and we think it's impossible for them to top it, but then they consistently do it every time, and they've done it all 5 years that they've had it, and all 5 years that we've been there,
Oh my God, you guys have been there for 5 years?
we've done
Yeah.
all of them.
Holy,
We headlined the very first one.
holy crap! That's actually pretty amazing. I feel like Jules and I have only been to one, and I feel like I don't know. I feel a kinship towards it, and like I guess we're like neo babies, I guess you would say.
babies.
But
As far as I know, there's only 3 bands that have done all 5, and it's us, Eclectotron, and I believe Knight Rider 87 have done all 3 or all
Really?
5.
even
Yeah, I
Street
think
Cleaner.
so.
When does
He
Street Cleaner
was
get
on
board?
the second year moving forward, I believe. Was it
Okay.
second or third?
So, Dennis.
Yes.
So you know how we were saying Storm is always coming up with the something in the clutch.
Yes. Storm is amazing.
whatever the term you call it,
She's
right?
incredible. Yes.
She just sent me a link to PokeCardMaker.net.
Oh my God.
Design your own Pokemon cards.
There it is. There
There
it
you go.
is. All right, so we're gonna get on board with that. We'll see you at Neo. We're gonna pass out our. If I was gonna be like a superhero, I don't
we already
even know
have.
what
There's
I
already
would
going to be 400 clickers being passed around.
I know we got so many things. We're not gonna be able to fit all this stuff in our
right?
bags.
Okay, remember I got to take a plane, and the planes don't hold that much.
I know that's true too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, we
All
need
right.
to roll forward with some music.
We're gonna work on that.
So if I'm doing the math here, 5 years Megatronics at Neotropolis. That means this album, Limit Breaker, came out before your first Neotropolis.
Oh,
Yes.
that's some pretty good.
no,
math
actually,
there.
no, we're right around that, 2021.
Something like that. I know. I remember for sure we were playing Limit Breaker songs at that one, at the first one.
Yeah. All right. Well, so I think it's time to go retro here
Oh yeah.
and pull out a song from the Limit Breakers album, and I love this one. There can be only one. Speaking of which, I'm excited for the new Highlander with Mr. Cavill, or whatever.
Who?
Henry Cavill,
Oh,
Superman.
that's Superman. Yeah. We know
Yeah,
him.
the new
It's-
Highlander movie.
I saw a quote in my feed just now from him. I gotta confirm it's real or not, but he said, he says, just ask her out. It always worked for me. Oh yeah, well,
Oh, yeah.
Henry Cavill.
Right when
it's
you're
hard
Henry
process
Cavill.
as well. Just ask her out. It always works for me. Yeah, you're missing one factor, Mr. Cavill. Like,
Right?
it's not us.
It usually works out.
I gotta confirm that quote, but because it's in my feed, I want to make sure it's not BS. But if so, it's hysterical. It's like Chris Hemsworth saying that. Yeah, always ask her out. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, Thor.
Right.
Right?
Of course, these are for you. Ask her
Quick
out.
shout out to Corvette.
Hey, welcome.
I think it's time to play a track.
All right.
All right, so from the album Limit Breaker, this is Megatronics with There Can Be Only One, right here on Night Ride FM.
Ancient warriors got a fever, some say that it's forever. I'm a man that won't surrender. When I feel a rush, there's no mistaking. It's the path that we are making, the lives that we are taking. There can be only one mystic wonder. Seek asylum and fair the skies. It's so glorious. Feel the power electrified. I'm a man at a time with the will to survive. I've got a destination to seek and destroy. It's a debt to be paid, but the wars we wage are growing stronger. I feel stronger. I've got a fever, some say that it's forever. I'm a man that won't surrender. When I feel a rush, there's no mistaking. It's the path that we are making, the lives that we are taking. There can be only one, a strange sensation that carries no relation. It's a permanent condition. When I feel a rush, I've got a station. I'm a man with a mission. It's a fight through generations. There can be only one. Found me in the dead of the night. Found me and the worlds will collide. Found me on the trail of the damned. I grow stronger, we grow stronger. Found me in the dead of the night. Found me and the worlds will collide. Found me on the trail of the damned. I grow stronger, we grow stronger. Follow me in the dead of the night. Follow me and the worlds will collide. Follow me in the trail of the damned. We grow stronger, oh, we grow stronger. Follow me in the dead of the night. Follow me and the worlds will collide. Follow me on the trail of the damned. I grow stronger, we grow stronger. Follow me in the dead of the night. Follow me and the worlds will collide. Follow me on the trail of the damned. I grow stronger, I feel stronger. I've got a fever, some say that it's forever. I'm a man that won't surrender. When I feel a rush, there's no mistaking. It's the path that we are making, the lives that we are taking. There can be only one, a strange sensation that carries no relation. It's a permanent condition. When I feel a rush, I've got a station. I'm a man with a mission. It's a fight through generations. There can be only one.
And that was There Can Be Only One by Megatronics.
By the way, quick shout out to Pretty Burrito 2010
Ooh.
and El Capitan Sergio
El
over in the
Capitan.
YouTubes.
Thank you for joining us. This is fantastic.
Yeah. By the way, while we were doing the show, Mr. Feet Steamer sent me a little video clip.
Oh, really?
His clickers, he's got an official street cleaner tag on them.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
And he's got an instruction video, I'm guessing, for his set. explaining to people how to use these high-tech devices and when.
I love Jesse. Jesse, you're like this guy. Everybody in this scene is so freaking creative. Like, it's just, I love this entire scene. I love it's crazy fun. We were talking off air about one of my favorite songs by Megatronics too, called I Fight Time. And we were just basically saying, how disappointed we would be if it is not in the set.
Right.
But like that song, it's so creative, and it's just mind-blowing that I feel like it was literally ripped out of the 80s. And I know we're not playing that song in our show today, but I know Robbie Whiplash, or I'll call you Robbie because that's a lot of words to say.
You got to put more emphasis on the H. Whiplash.
Whiplash.
Yeah. And as you can tell, we brought our own clickers too to the show. But you were telling me about that song and the creative juices and how that came to be. And you could probably say it a lot more better than I could.
A lot more better.
A lot more better. Say it better. So yeah, can you tell us about that? Because again, that's one of my favorite songs. I feel like that song, honestly, I feel like you literally robbed the 80s. No pun intended on that one. And you took
I haven't heard that one before at all.
You took that song, and I have no idea how that even came into like existence, because I listen to it like when I go to the gym, and it just gets me like juiced up. So obviously you guys, it's one of your big hits. You're hopefully going to be playing it at the show. Can you tell us about how that came along? And I know, Robbie, you were starting to tell us off air how that whole song came to be.
Yeah, well, it's really the genesis of Megatronics came from that song. I discovered the genre. I got, everybody's got their story how they got into the genre. For me, it was the Thor Ragnarok trailer that had the Magic Sword song in it,
yeah.
and I'm like, whoa! I've never knew that genre had a name, and I've been listening to that through the 80s and the 90s in movies and video games and things like that, and I'm like, well, is there more? So then I find like Dance with the Dead, and then I'm like, oh cool, you can do heavy stuff in here. And then I was like, I'm a huge Fear Factory fan, and I'm all right hand on the guitar. I was like, I wonder what it would sound like if Fear Factory did a synthwave song.
Oh,
so I put together the music for I Fight Time. It had no name. It was pardon me. It was
so there's no lyrics or anything. There's no hook, or it was just you.
No, there wasn't even a Power Rob.
Wow.
Like me reaching out to Power Rob to be like, hey, I got this. Well, for a little bit more context, Rob and I have always crossed paths in separate bands in Baltimore, and we would usually cross our paths more directly when we would play these charity events where you make super groups out of Baltimore musicians and you just play like a cover song. So there was a couple that Rob and I had joined up on, and then he, with Thrill Killer, was doing the Thrill Killer video series. He asked me to join it as like one of the villains, and so I knew that Rob already had the eye and obviously the voice. I didn't even question that. Like, he had the eye for the aesthetic. He had the idea. So I'm like, I have this music. I'm like, hey man, you think you want to put vocals on this? And I sent it to him, and he did the thing, and then we got it back, and so we have this song, and now what do we do with it? And it's we entered, I don't even know if it's still around, but we entered a Facebook group's Battle of the Producers with I Fight Time. We didn't even have a name. Like, we didn't even have a name for Megatronics, so we came up with the name to enter that recall thing.
Oh, no, correction. We didn't use the name to enter. The name had existed before. We were talking about the Recall FM Battle of the Producers. Right. The name already had existed. But then we submitted it after. It was sometime after the fact.
So we submit it. We don't think anything's going to happen. We win.
What?
And yeah,
that's pretty wicked.
At that point, it became, well, if enough people want this, maybe we should think about making a thing out of it.
And that's how
people literally declared that we want more. So that's why we
That's
exist.
where it came from. That was like the
Recall FM is still around the Facebook group.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So where did the name Megatronics come from? Because that's also, it sounds like a name that's always been there.
It came from the deep context, but we were trying to think of a name, and Rob and I had like we share a interest in old 80s wrestling, and I had the idea of like, well, why don't we just call it the Mega Powers, as a callback to that. And then it was kind of like, that's might be a little too on the nose. And then it was kind of like, well, what do we sound like? We sound like epic computers like fighting each other, and like epic, mega. We sound huge. And then Tronics is like a word from computers,
like electronics. Yeah. That
So,
actually makes a lot of sense.
Megatronics. It's literally what we sound like put together into one word.
Nice. I like that.
It makes
Which
sense.
is probably why it sounds like it has fit us for however long,
And plus, like, I feel like, the name Mega, like anytime you put the word Mega in front of something, it just gives it that much more gravitas. Yeah. So that's pretty amazing. So you guys are Megatronics out there kicking ass, stealing, like, I don't want to say stealing. I say it in a the nicest way possible.
They came to chew bubble gum and kick ass.
Kick
and they're
ass.
all out of
Kick ass.
mega gum.
But the music, I gotta say, of all the synthwave bands, and again, I say the word steal, but I say it in the most, I would say, positive way possible, because when you're listening to synthwave, the true synthwave artists, like Gunship or Christine, or like, you're like, oh my god, like, it's so authentic that you feel like you just went
Time warped.
right. You went
50
back in
years?
time,
How old
and
am
you
I?
took this song and you brought it back into the future, and that's how authentic you guys, and the way that you guys explained, how you like to go in your approach to making music and have it be as authentic as possible. Like, I feel like you pretty much like nailed the assignment,
You know what? Over in the YouTube's Pretty Burrito, he's saying the name. It sounds like from Cloak and Dagger. You remember the movie Cloak and Dagger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's absolutely it. So kudos to you guys. I'm so glad that you guys are going to be playing Neotropolis. You've definitely put all these years into it, and it's going to be a mind-blowing show. We got our clickers ready, and we're ready to rock out and rage out and have so much of a great time.
We have an important question though. Guys, Power Rob and Robbie, what do you guys eat for breakfast?
Yes.
What is a mega breakfast?
That is the most
Well,
important
in Neotropolis, it better be the state of breakfast time, because last year we were supposed to do it and we ain't getting none.
Ah, shit. All right, we're gonna all pack into the little SUV I got, and
Nice.
we'll go for brekkie.
We got some
Depends.
trunk space and roof racks, and we're gonna get all the Neotropolis performers.
We were joking.
and
We're gonna have
take 'em
faith
out.
in the glitch on the roof rack.
Yeah.
That'll be hilarious going down the road.
It would be pretty
But
fun.
so Power Rob, what's your breakfast routine?
Well, I guess it depends on what if I'm like cutting or not. Like right now, I'm doing a little bit of cutting for Neo, so I had these like quick steaks. They're like a sirloin thing. They're not too expensive, easy to cook, so I'll cook like one of those. White rice, and then maybe like a 5-hour energy and some water. That's typically it. I try to avoid if I can if I'm cutting.
Yeah,
Good
you
point.
don't do sugar jewels. Come on.
Eh.
We
Yeah, if it's
understand
in a
each
cut,
other.
yeah.
Me and Rob understand each other because we
Yeah.
go to the gym. We
Yeah.
we
The
do our
what?
we
Never
do
heard
our
of that.
reps. We know
You know
what's
what
going
that means? Me and Jules are on the same page, because I am 1,000%. I need a fridge cig. I need that Red Bull, fresh cracked at 5 a.m. And then I'm very fortunate that my day job has like a World Cafe, so like I get like legit like made to order breakfast every morning. But if
That
I'm at
sounds
home,
fantastic.
it's usually the double sausage and cheese Jimmy Dean,
Ooh.
straight out the microwave.
Oh yeah,
quality.
those Jimmy Deans are insanely good, man.
By the way, Snugs to Kit, who joined us in the
Snugs
chat.
Kid!
And also my buddy from Toronto, Doug Wendler, has joined us
You're
in
welcome.
the YouTubes.
I like these early shows. We should do more early shows, Jules.
Oh, Power Play Milo has joined us as well.
I thought
So
Sunday was.
are you familiar with the rant that Jamie Lee Curtis went on about like concerts for folks our age need to start at like 3 so that
yeah.
they're over by 6?
Yes. I'm totally on
Dude,
board with that.
yeah, I've been to like 3 concerts so far. I'm going to a 4th
Oh,
and
shut
5th.
up, Jules.
My feet are killing me.
It's wad.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to
It's,
do our touring segment like later on, and Jules is
I'll
literally
keep my mouth
going
shut.
to every show that we're announcing, and it makes me sick.
While the Robs are practicing, I'll be watching
Makes me
Master Boot record tonight.
Those are cool dudes.
hate you.
Yeah.
They were super cool, fun to hang out with, nice guys.
Loud as fuck.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
they
that.
Yeah.
All right,
So, you guys,
yes.
just before we'll get around to the latest single, but before that, you did a cover and collab with this gentleman from Portland, Starcourt.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah,
Anthony.
Yeah, Shot in the Dark.
shot in the dark.
It is quite an amazing, rendition of this song.
Yeah, so that we had been sitting on that for a while before, obviously Ozzy passed, and that's admittedly that is my fault that it took so long for it to actually like come out. Because I'm not Jakey Lee. That guitar tuning is really weird, and I was like, how the hell do I do this? So I dropped the ball on doing it before, Ozzy passed, and then Ozzy passed, and as Rob does, he comes and kicks me in the balls. It's like, dude, we need to get on this like right now.
I remember, he hit me up. He's like, damn, Ozzy just died, and it's one of my favorite songs. Period. I remember my assessment effective was like, it took him dying for us to remember we had this thing, and I was just like, we've had this for so long. It's like. He's like, we put up Blood Red Skies last year. Well, it's been sitting on forever. And he brought up, we needed a guitar player. And I was like, well, we have options. So I think it was we was hesitant to do it during the Big Trouble tour. We waited about 2 months. And he's like, I don't know if we can get ready in 2 months. We will get it, because I remember something like, we can get it ready in 2 months. And then like 2 months later, we do it at San Diego. Crowd loves it. And he said something effective. He's like, actually, I think I could do this live. I was like, I told you, this song, people loved it. So that I was glad I was directed at that one, because it is one of my favorite songs. I think it's an ultimate night driving song.
How did you rope in Mr. Court?
Well, it was pretty much what Rob was just saying. We decided that we wanted to do it live on that Big Trouble tour, and we knew that we had 2 dates with Starcourt, and I know Anthony can shred his ass off, so it was like, yo, can you learn our version of Shot in the Dark so that we can play it together on those 2 dates. At that time, we hadn't recorded it yet, to officially release it. So it was like, hey, since you know it already, do you just want to do it? And so he does like all the main Jakey guitar, and I just do like a low end rhythm section behind it. But he's all the shreddies and all the the legit guitar. That's all Anthony.
He's buddy with Justin from Dance with the Dead.
Oh,
Yep. Yeah.
fun stuff.
Yeah, Starcourt. He's really doing well with his little project there. So
A lot of
go on.
a lot of the refinement, at least from the vocal aspect of it, was actually figured out on the tour. Like there's a clip, the opening scream of Shot in the Dark was because of San Diego. I remember I was just feeling really good at the beginning of the song, and I just kind of let out, I guess it was like a G or something. So that actually, after I looked back, someone posted it on Instagram. I was like, oh, I like that. All right, let's put that in the studio cut. So that's kind of at least how our versions went. I remember during sound check at LA, I decided to try to jump up on the octave on the end of the song, the final screams in it. And then I was like, actually, that was a little bit of work, but that sounds fun. So I'm glad we did it on tour first, because it gave us time to experiment, and that gave us the ability to really get picky with the studio cut.
I could not imagine singing notes like that thinking it's fun. That's terrifying shit.
I actually missed a shout out. I missed a shout out with that whole story. LA, we did second, and we knew Mr. Scott, Elevate the Sky, was going to be around. So we had him jump up and play it with 2 guitars for the first time in LA on that tour. So
not
Mr.
only
Scott
did
got
he
to do it first.
Not only did he do the guitar on that, he also joined for some of the backups too. So that was the vocal backups. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Scott's got talent.
I didn't know that.
All right. One of the most underrated musicians just
Right?
all around in synthwave, I'd say.
And nicest guy on the planet.
Yeah, he's super
Yeah,
good dude.
there's no one, in my opinion, in synthwave that undersells their own skills like Scott does.
Yeah.
He's immensely more talented than he gives himself credit for.
Very, very. You hit it on the nose.
Indeed. All right, so I can't actually. I'm ready to hear this scream because you guys really you built this up. I wanna hear some screaming. I want to hear some Megatronics. So let's dive into this bad boy.
Let's do it. This is Megatronics with Shot in the Dark featuring Starcourt right here on Night Ride FM.
And that was Shot in the Dark by Megatronics featuring Star. Cool.
Oh, what an amazing track.
Yeah, that was pretty wicked. I dug that.
Shout outs to Objectro 6329, or is that Object Read Only 6329? I don't know. Over in the YouTubes. Also, who else do we got over there? There was someone else. Oh yeah. Shizuka Ghost.
Ooh.
1131.
I like that name.
Yeah.
I feel like the YouTube channel hasn't picked up on the change your name to Rob thing.
Yeah. Well, it's a little harder to
do. You can do that because it's your Google profile,
right.
You can't. You have to go into your account preferences.
It's horrible.
IRC is just like, Nick, whatever you want,
Right.
you can call yourself what. And they have, sky's the limit as to what you can call yourself because, there's no rules.
I thought if you do it too many times, the IRC server will boot you.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to try it.
As many times as you want. You just go ham on the whole thing.
Now, let's put the interrogation light
All
back
right.
on
Shine
our
that
Robbie,
light.
Rob and Robbie. Guys, I know Karin rarely asks this question, so I'm going to ask it because we have inquiring producers.
It's our job to ask this. and
I know.
one
Like
of
90%
these days,
of our listeners are producers.
We're going to have this as a database entry.
So, what are the tools of the trade for Megatronics? Robbie, I guess if you're producing and Power Rob, like what's your favorite DAW? Do you have any favorite VSTs?
How do
Because
you
I know
get
you
that
guys
sound?
you shred, so you have a guitar.
Mm-hmm. So the guitars are from a very nice company that treats me very well. That is pretty local to me, which is why I sought them out. It's Blackheart Guitars. They're based out of Virginia, like Chesapeake, Virginia area. All of their guitars feel like weapons. They're like, you go to Guitar Center, you pick up any like production line Hootie Doo like $400 like Ibanez or something, and you can feel that it's like, this doesn't feel like yours. You know what I mean? Like, but these Blackheart guitars, they're all neck through, they're all handmade. I guess you could call them boutique guitars, but they do have regular, guitars that anybody can just pick up. But yeah, they treat me very well, and they don't stop me when I take their guitars and basically kit bash them. Like have one covered in Swarovski crystal, or have one with the fret markers redone, or they're really good to me.
That's
as far as live guitar and my guitar tracks in, I just have a setup in a Headrush pedal board, digital guitar board and whatnot. For DAW, I just use Logic because
So it's not Robleton or Fruity Robs.
No, it's Rob Pro X.
I love that.
Because I'm an Apple cult member. As far as like all the synth, Logic has actually a really good built-in retro synth that it's the backbone for a lot of all the presets that they have. So I use that quite a bit. I use Serum for some things, for like the more like the lush sounds, and for the drums, I play the drums on an E-kit through just Easy Drummer. So like when I say that I play every single bit of that music, I'm physically playing it all. Like I don't program the drums.
So
I play them.
You're not sticking little blocks in the DAW. You're actually like sitting down in front of your little kit.
Yep.
Wow.
Banging away.
And now, Mr. Power Rob.
Yeah.
Do tell. What's your favorite toys?
So when I do compose music, it's usually in Power Rob. Back in the day, it was also Throw Killer. With Throw Killer, I was much more low tech. I would kind of use the Michael Jackson approach and just sing everything to like Audacity, every like part of the song to a click track. And eventually, I graduate up to FL Studio, where if I'm going to build something, I'll just kind of eyeball the MIDI and make a demo of it, and with what I think what I would like it to sound like, and then I'll bring it to my producer. And then he'll kind of help me like patch it out, just make it sound better, but kind of keep the arrangement, note wise, the way I had it. For vocals, I typically track with Tony's microphone. It's a Neumann. It's a pretty, I forgot the name, exact version or what kind of microphone it is, but pretty fancy stuff. I think it's like $9,900. It's a really good mic, but if I don't use his mic, I have an Avitone CB12, kind of little home studio I have upstairs, and that gets the job done sometimes. Fight to Survive, No Easy Way Out, those are recorded on my Avitone. Usually I use Reaper for recording vocals. For live stuff, I've got a couple mics. My redundancy microphone, it's my wired microphone, it's a Telefunken M80. I haven't used that one for a live show in years at this point, but I just have that in case there's something going on with the signals. My main microphone actually has the same kind of crystals Robbie was talking about on the handle. It's a Beta 58 wireless. I think it's I don't know if it's a PLX or not, but it's
Is that what you're
pretty.
bringing to Neo?
Yeah, that's my main mic these days. Is the Beta. Pretty solid. I've got 2 custom mic stands I like to bring. I'll have both for
We've
Neo.
seen those.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. They're both named. My first one, or at least the older one, I've had one before that, is made by Rebel Mic Stands. They're out of the UK. That one is nicknamed Songbreaker. I've had that since, 2018 maybe. The new one is definitely the fanciest one. It's nicknamed Excalibur. It's got a built-in swivel on the bottom of it. It has my logo, the Power Rob logo embossed on the bottom. It recently got a new powder coating job, so it's reflective white, which is going to be debuted out at Neo for the first time out west.
Oh my goodness.
I think that's all the main gear I've got. For audio stuff, and then depending on the show, I have my own rack mount system. For this one, we'll be using Nix for the most part. But last year I had my own IEM system, all that. But that's mostly the stuff I run.
Nice.
Yeah, let me real quick do all the shout outs because I missed a couple. Blackheart Guitars for guitars, DR Strings for the strings. Shout out to my very long time homie Melanie for hand setting all those Swarovski crystals in my guitar and in Rob's mic stand.
Or the mic handle, you mean?
And the mic handle, and Neolita for all my live stage armor.
Hey, now, who does your makeup?
Mine?
Yeah.
Me.
There you go.
Hey.
Look, my entire existence as a musician has been based off of man, I don't know anybody that can do this thing, or unfortunately it turns out I trust somebody else to do it and they drop the ball. So it's I just need to learn how to do it myself so that I don't have to always rely on somebody else. So of course I had to teach myself how to put on makeup.
Yep. I mean, that's the whole rock star vibe that you have to.
Right.
That's like step one, I would say.
It throws a lot of people, and a lot of my folks that work in the makeup industry always yell at me for it. The purple on my face is just, it's a water-based Sharpie marker.
What?
Yeah.
Isn't that dangerous? Can't you
No, well, it's water. So it's not Sharpie. It's a brand called Posca markers, and they're water based.
Oh.
I don't put
makes
that
sense.
directly into my eyes. That's
How do you get that shit off?
water.
Oh, okay. All right.
Some water.
Because it's water based, Jules. Come on, keep up with the whole.
Well, for my eyes, that I don't put the marker in. It's for the purple shit on the sides of my face and everything. Mm-hmm. That's all Posca markers.
Scary Guy wants to know, is glam synth a thing? I think so, for sure. Glam wave, yeah, that definitely would work.
Glam synth, glam wave.
Glam.
I would actually, at least aesthetically, wouldn't Midnight Danger kind of be that?
Yes,
Absolutely.
exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. So if I was to get let's say I was to come out with a little bit of makeup at Neotropolis, what would be the best way to would I bring some I don't even know what's like a starter if I was to do just something simple, a little bit
as far as a design or something.
Yeah, just stand out a little bit,
I would find some kind of obviously skin safe makeup or even paint.
Oh, skin safe is a good idea, actually.
Yeah, practice doing drawing circuit board lines on your face, maybe. Or I know there's a whole aesthetic of you draw lines in a certain way, like cyberpunk, to make your face look like it's a cyborg face. Or
yes.
the tip, the pro tip, get a sealer.
Okay.
That will seal that to your face.
So when you're sweating.
So you can't sweat it off.
So don't forget also on site they do have a sort of temporary tattoos makeup artist on site.
That's right.
In Neotropolis.
That's
so,
our buddy got that.
Damien.
When Damien went, he got he was looking, and that's what I was saying. Like, I want to go and I want to like badass like that. He had like the little like, what were they, like hexagons and shit like that? Like,
Yeah, with the circuit board type thing on it.
circuit boards, like, yeah, that, because
By
it's
the way,
fun. You go to, you want to get
Shout out to Mr. Roberdette
hey
over in YouTube.
Robert.
Roberdette.
Finally got some Robs in the YouTube. It's fantastic.
So we're gonna play your latest single, but before we get to that, what is in the giant pot that Megatronics is cooking? You just released a single, but I know what it is. You released a single and you're probably already hard at work at God knows what else.
Really, honestly, it's pushing that single.
Okay. I guess,
getting that single done was a thing, and we got Bo Bradshaw to do the artwork for it again, which of course you only got to give Bo like a sentence and he nails it every time. It's like, hey, can you do our likeness like the first Metal Gear Solid concept art? Boom, done.
Oh, right.
Like,
yeah,
nailed it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looked like.
And
that was wicked.
Because Rob does all the lyrics and everything. Rob chose that we were to do the Metal Gear Solid motif for this single.
That's the best. That's the
The
best.
artwork is
series.
amazing.
I love it. All right.
So-
Yeah, that's been the main thing. I think after that too, we're going to be revisiting some stuff in the back catalog too. There's just a lot we've learned about production, mixing, those kind of things. So one of the objectives we have after we really finish pushing this song really hard is kind of going back and just making sure everything sounds really polished, and then start pushing just some of the old stuff that we don't feel really got enough attention. Maybe some of the Lemon Breaker stuff. Also, I'd like to. We're going to consider potentially some new merchandise. There is a possibility maybe of a release of Powerwave on a new format. So there's stuff in the old stuff we're going to be tinkering with, and I think we've each got some solo stuff we're going to be investing in as well after for a bit.
Sweet. All right.
Yeah, we're definitely going to try and do a T-shirt for the invisible artwork. Speaking of which, at some point at Neotropolis, there's going to be a lightning sale on Megatronics merch. We don't know when yet,
Nice.
because we need to get it out of Street Cleaner's garage. And with that, we got some posters printed up of the full invisible artwork. So every item you buy, all you got to do is buy one item from that lightning sale, and you get that poster.
All right, perfect.
All right, Jules, get your cards
Dennis,
ready.
we're gonna be camped out in front of wherever the merch booth is.
God.
We don't even know where it's going to be yet. That's the trick.
Secret
Like, it's a
merch
legit,
drop.
like, hey, lightning sale.
We're gonna follow Street Cleaner around.
Oh my gosh.
We're just gonna shadow him.
Yeah, watch wherever he goes with our crates of shirts that we left in California. Yeah,
Wherever
the clicks.
Follow the clicker. Yes, that's always the way to go. Well, fantastic. I can't wait to get my hands on some more merch and to
Dude, I
see
don't
you
have
guys
enough
play.
Megatronics merch.
You can never have enough. But in the meantime here, we're going to play this track. So you're saying this is your latest single. Yes.
And spanking new.
yeah.
It dropped Friday.
I didn't realize it was that. That's pretty new.
It's spanky new.
That's fresh off the grill right here. So yeah, this is Invisible. And Jules, do you want to go ahead and set this up?
Well, you just did. But
I
okay, here we go.
Didn't I?
This is Megatronics with Invisible right here on Night Ride FM.
Cybernetic insurgency that you can imagine. A diplomatic contingency you might call a legend. Feeling nervous, never helpless. I've been under pressure in a moment. Shadow moves the myth meets the mission. We're getting closer to midnight. When metal in disguise. Hey, yeah, yeah. I'll be invisible, infiltrate the impossible. When you're down a minute, you better push the limit. Hey, yeah, yeah. I'll be invisible when I face the invincible. You gotta find the finish to untie a living. Hey, yeah, yeah. Supernatural agency, the next generation, the fleeting edge of technology, and gold calculations. It's embedded in genetic. The will of a demon in a moment. Shadow moves it. The middle needs the mission. We're getting closer to midnight. When I'm in the moment, I recognize that we're getting closer to midnight. When I meet the metal in disguise. Hey, yeah, yeah. I'll be invisible, infiltrate the impossible. When you're down a minute, you better push the limit. Hey, yeah, yeah. I'll be invisible when I face the invincible. You gotta find the finish to untie a living. Hey, yeah, yeah. I'll be invisible, infiltrate the impossible. When you're down a minute, you better push the limit. Hey, yeah, yeah. I'll be invisible when I face the invincible. You gotta find the finish to untie a living. Hey, yeah, yeah. I'll be invisible. I'll be invisible. Infiltrate the impossible. Yeah. Oh, infiltrate the impossible. Hey,
And that was Invisible by Megatronics. We don't care about dropouts. We don't care.
So invisible that it's invisible.
It's
Right?
so invisible that
The
it went
track
off the
cut
air.
the stream.
Yeah, it happens.
Damn,
Live,
sorry.
I don't know what's going on lately. Like we've had 3 shows where we had dropouts. Jules, we better get Z all up in this shit
Right?
here, kicking the hamsters.
The thing.
Every time
Yeah.
we have a dropout, we ask for like funding for our Patreon. You like how we suck? Well, we can suck a whole lot more with more money.
You know what? Everybody in the chat that can hear me and
It's-
is on their way to Neotropolis, y'all are just gonna have to come see us finish the song live.
That's it.
We are out again. It's
Yeah.
it's coming in and out.
Professional. Jesus effing Christ. Yes.
Oh my
Thank you
God.
very much. We did not build this thing, so
I don't think anybody can hear us. tap, tap.
The beautiful thing is, even though the broadcast goes down, the recording is like squeaky clean. So we're just gonna keep on going along, and hopefully Z is listening, and we'll kick the hamsters back into.
We were gonna talk about socials, where to find Megatron.
But everywhere else is Megatronics official on Facebook, Instagram. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the socials. Obviously, we're on every.
I remember, I think way back.
Most when it comes to the tagging, there's two things.
Or I don't even.
Yeah, that was my cat. He doesn't right now, but he
there we go.
he gets hungry, and so he starts making noise to get my attention.
The national math debate team or something having to do with accidentally get tagged. They'll interact with it, and it'll be like a little bit of haha and stuff like that. And try to use our name, and we came to him very, very nicely and said, "Yo, hey, we're already here. All right."
Yeah, well, there's more to it actually. The idiot was, and then I found out that he changed it to ICS on his other socials, but forgot to update it on Spotify. And so when I reached out to him, I was like, "Hey, man, you forgot to update it on Spotify. It's not the same as your other." He's just some guy prompting. Like even the titles are not capitalized correctly on his song. Everywhere else has been updated. Apparently, okay, then it's just an idiot. So yeah, that's what fully happened.
Yeah, we'd like to use it. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean it's
Going out of business.
Oh,
So now
We
there's
win!
there's
only one.
that's really the best place to
All
hear.
of the clickers for merch.
Bring your clickers. Get your
thanks.
Yeah.
And, yes, we'll see you Wednesday.
We're gonna say our buys officially.
Try disconnecting and reconnecting.
I don't.
Don't text and drive.
That's
right.
Storm.
Yeah, Storm.
Before we do, I'm going to kill the stream and start it again just to see if we can.
Russian artist Starfounder has released a new album with his signature pounding atmospheric beat. Starfounder album Vengeance. I won on Groupie.
And that was Ground Zero by Star Founder. You almost threw me off there, Jules.
Yeah. So I don't know if anybody caught it because we were glitching out there.
We were glitching.
But speaking of glitches coming up, but that was this Star Founder was the first vinyl I ever got.
Nice.
The album Vengeance.
It's fantastic.
But thanks to the Robbies and the Robs.
They were great. They were so much fun. I can't wait to see them play at Neotropolis.
Right, dude. It's gonna be
excited.
They got stage presence. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. All right,
we
got
another star for you.
More stars, the better.
Here at TOS, we're in a spacey mood. I wonder why. And we're on a star kick. So let's play the latest single from Starfarer, who hails from the furthest reaches of the galaxy, a place called Denver.
Okay.
And as always, you can expect some deep pounding beats that are just a glitch in frequency. We'll be seeing this galactic traveler at Neo next Saturday. This is Starfarer with Just a Glitch here on Night Ride FM.
It was just a glitch. And that was Starfarer with Just a Glitch. And yes, apparently
Go figure.
Just had Just a Glitch with live broadcasting, because that sometimes happens. But here we are.
Yeah.
Back again. I kicked the hamster and I rolled him over and got him back on the treadmill. So yeah, we should be okay for another go at it. So we have what do we have? We got 3 more tracks. Oh my god, we got a Residrone track. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Trying to squeeze in some Neo performers here.
Yeah, indeed. Should we do events? I don't know. I feel like every event you just covered by just saying I went to that event.
Okay. So I mean, folks, like there are some key people on tour. Right now until May 5th, in the USA and Canada, Health and Carpenter Brute are still on tour.
Yeah.
This
Face
next-
Off, right?
Yeah,
That one
the
too?
next one. Yeah, go ahead.
So we got the Face Off tour with Dance with the Dead, Magic Sword, and Megan McDuffie. It's going on from now till May 30th. That's in the USA, so all over the place. What else we got here?
From now till May 19th, we've got the North American tour with Essenger and Echoes in the USA and Canada.
Very good, very good. I feel like these are all like the seasoned synthwavers. No small shows. These are pretty big to-dos. We have the Time Machines tour with the Midnight. That is in USA and Canada from now till May 15th. So awesome.
Yep, and going on from now till May 30th, it's Spread the Code with Master Boot Record. And that's going down in the USA and Canada.
That's exciting. I gotta see. Like, do we have it written down where they're playing in Philly? Because I forget. I have to get like the MBR Philly date because I do want to see MBR.
Do you know where you can find that information?
Where can you find that information, Jules?
You just Google Synthwave events, and voila.
I guess our website pops up. Imagine.
Yeah.
That's
But
fantastic.
there's one other show going on. I don't think we've mentioned this one before.
Oh yeah, we don't talk about this hardly enough.
Hardly.
Yeah. It's a little show called Neotropolis. This is a festival out in the desert where some cool people are going to be there, including people playing such as Droid Bishop, Megatronics, Residrone, Street Cleaner, Starfarer, Eclectatron. I finally got it. Watch Out for Snakes, Saoirse, Knight Rider 80. Damn, this is like Power Rob, of course, Oddity, and Faith in the Glitch. This is a stacked billing.
And by the way, Scary Guy, always with the good reminder, if you want to know about Master Boot Record, anything, you go to the mbrserver.com.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Speaking of IRC, the MBR server was also designed by Z. Hopefully he can keep that running better than this one. We're just kidding, Z. We love you. Patreon.com/NightRideFM. Pay for better servers so we can keep this stuff flowing to your ears.
Hey,
yes.
Dennis.
Oh, speaking of Residrone.
Yeah, we're boarding our Starship on Wednesday, and I figured we should cram as much Neotropolis talent as we can tonight.
Yes.
So we'll be seeing these boys play at the Core
yeah.
next Saturday night, along with Megatronics and Droid Bishop.
Yeah.
So here it is. This is Residrone with Believer. Emphasis on the lie. Here on Night Ride FM.
And that was Residone with Believer.
Great track.
I can't wait to see Residone as well too, because they were on the I think they were on the Cyberpunk 2077 soundtrack too.
I think so, yeah.
I think so. They were on the radio, some of the radio station songs, which is pretty wicked. So yeah, real cyberpunk, real good deal, real good fun. We have another track. What do we got here?
So yeah, Belarusian artist and Fix staple Fury Weekend has released a new single featuring his fellow countryman Jan Zanchak. And as always, you can expect Mr. Fury's signature slamming hard energy, perfect for your cyberpunk weekends.
Hell yeah.
This is Fury Weekend with Fight the Night featuring Jan Zanchak right here on Night Ride FM.
Next guy above us, we won't back down. Stars get away, we'll own this town. Hands in the air, feel levels rise. Together we shine until moonlit skies. Fight the night, hold it tight. We will rise in the starlight. Fight the night, hold it tight. We will rise in the starlight all night. Voices in chorus echo through streets. Drums pound the beat, accept defeat. Hearts on fire, light up the dark. The power within, ready to spark. Fight the night, hold it tight. We will rise in the starlight. Fight the night, hold it tight. We will rise in the starlight all night. Fight the night, hold it tight. We will rise in the starlight. Fight the night, hold it tight. We will rise. Fight the night, hold it tight. We will rise in the starlight. Fight the night, hold it tight. We will rise in the starlight all night. Fight the night, hold it tight. We will rise in the starlight. Fight the night, hold it tight. We will rise in the starlight all night.
And that was Fight the Night featuring Jan
Zanchak.
by Fury Weekend. Very good. Very fun. Like that track. Hopefully we're trying to get Fury Weekend on for a little written interview. You know, Russians is I don't know if they're directly from Russia, but they're
Belarus.
and you know, it's hard to get the language is in sync. But we've been doing some pretty cool stuff. We have a couple really cool interviews up on our
Proud of
website.
our interviews.
The-
The written interviews.
thestateofsynth.com. You can reach out and check out all kinds of cool interviews. We just had one What was the latest one we had?
Stargazer. Well, no, so we had Lukash.
We had Lukash.
And you managed to get Stargazer on, which, by the way, Fury Weekend has done songs with Stargazer.
Yeah, that's right. So that was a great opportunity to get Stargazer to weigh in on what they do, because I love their stuff, even though I do not understand a single word they say. But that's part of the fun of it, you know. Synthwave is it's multinational, it's universal, and
I know how you know that.
How do you know I know you know that?
Because you have the Making Synthwave: How an Online Music Community Invented a Genre
that's right.
book.
I did read that book.
by Dr. Jess Blaze Ward, PhD in Synthwave.
Indeed.
I'm not shitting you, folks. She does have a PhD in Synthwave.
It's cool.
It's a thesis.
She, let's say somebody wanted to get a hold of that book and find out more about some of the inner workings of Synthwave.
Oh, well, you just go to the publisher's website. What is it, Routledge? Yeah, and they will ship it to you next day, free shipping, faster and cheaper than Amazon.
Yeah,
so
it's a cool book.
Get the soft cover, because it's got the cool artwork.
It's got the rad artwork and everything like that. So check that out. Again, thank you so much for listening to the show. Check out our website, thestateofsynth.com. Check out our syndication. We got to check to see, are we still being syndicated? We haven't even checked in with the crew over there.
Yeah, we got to check out Retro Hit Radio.
Yeah.
Down at retrohitradio.co.nz.
So wait a minute. That's Sunday. It plays back on Sunday, which today is Sunday. So I'm confused. Will we be hearing last week's show tonight if we listen back? I'm going to do it. I'm going to listen in.
Oh, you know what? I just went to their site.
Yeah.
Part of it's there, but there's a big 401 on one of their web parts.
Oh.
Or 404.
Whoopsies.
Oh, no. And Homeworks. Yeah,
okay. Well,
I think they're still around.
So it's falling apart just like our show, Jules. I love that. That's the way to do it. Like true representation over there in New Zealand and Australia. Thank you so much for syndicating our show. Even if we're coming off the rails, we're gonna
everything's coming off the rails.
We're gonna try
man.
to hold it together.
This is what happens when Neotropolis approaches.
Yeah, you get excited. Some things just start going by the wayside. So we'll get through it all. Just keep together, keep the power of Synthwave in your hearts, and you can do great things and go far. So
we got a big thanks to our guests, Megatronics.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rob and Rob. And everybody's a Rob.
Yeah.
When they come on.
Roll call for Mr. Pac-Man so we can get on out of here.
So roll call for everybody who's tuned in, or who had tuned in. We've got Storm and Shadow, Scary Guy, Infamy, Lionheart, Alcor, Craig, Pac-Man, g'day. Black Forest, Big Arrow, Nurse Rob, Bookwife, Trio 226, Fluke, Kurt, Rob Stina, Nightify, Feet Steamer, Cookie Rob, Vasto, and Corvette, and Pretty Burrito 210, El Capitan Sergio, Doug Wendler, Kit, Powerplay Milo, Objectro 6329, Shizuka Ghost 1131, and Mr. Robert Debt.
That's a lot of people. I mean, for a Sunday afternoon, maybe we should do all our shows Sunday afternoon.
Not if the server's going to act up like that.
Yeah,
man.
The servers hate us on Sundays. But what are you going to do? Thanks for listening. We are going to be seeing some people at Neotropolis. The people that aren't there will have to not be there. And I guess we're trying to put some fun.
We'll try and give you like live on the scene reporting.
We'll give some stuff.
Or we'll record some
we have a hand recorder. It's an H1N, and we're going to do some off-the-cuff guerrilla-style interviews. We might make it into a show. We might put it on YouTube. We might broadcast. We don't know what we're going to do with it. We might as well just
wing it.
Wing it and see what happens like we do all our shows. But it's going to be fun. So expect some more fun at the Neotropolis. Probably not live because they don't have... On Kepler 609C.
Dude, it takes like a week for radio signals to get from Kepler 609 to
it's that Mars thing on the Expanse where you have to wait 3 days for the message even to come through. But we're going to be out there. We're excited, and we hope to see you there.
There you go, Craig. So we're going to play you out a bonus track from Missouri artist Guidebook's latest album, Star Speed. Of course, we're on a star kick here. This song, it's got a great foreboding. It's like a great foreboding soundtrack to to the hypersleep that Groot, Karin, and I will be having
That's
as
gonna
we
be
travel light years to Kepler 609c on Wednesday.
Putting myself in the pod right now,
There you go.
and I'll see you.
This is Guidebook with Sleepers. And from all of us here at Night Ride FM, have a great, I was going to say night, but day.
Day, night, whatever it is in your part of the world or universe.
I went off the rails like 3 songs ago.
We did, but we'll make it through. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.